Hey, hello, it's Monday, June 2nd, June already. I'm still John Evans, and you're on Small Town Network.
Yeah, I'm Scott Wilk, and that is not Howard Heil.
That is not Howard.
He's off today, but he'll be back with us. Welcome if you're first joining us. Welcome to Community News. We are a weekly program. We come on here every week to tell you about things to do, local information, stuff like that, school news, and all that. So we'll kick right into it. First of all, got to thank all the groups that share us. Over 50-something groups now that share us weekly, which is awesome. So we appreciate that. Also, new thing that we're doing, and we do business shout outs. So if you're a local business, you don't have to be brand new. If you're a local business and you're looking for just a shout out to get the word out about your company, you can send your information to us just like these folks did. Sleeveless Mows. Sleeveless Mows Lawn Care. They are licensed and fully insured. They offer free estimates at 865-265-9592, and you can look them up on Facebook as well. But they do everything: lawn care, mulching, tree removal. It's all that outside stuff that you need done, and this is the time of year to get on that. And speaking of spring cleaning, Made Happy Cleaning Service. Also, you can look them up on Facebook or call that number there. They do residential cleaning, commercial cleaning, deep cleanings, those cool rental cleanings when you're moving out of a place and you got to have it professionally cleaned. They do that as well. And also our good friends at Robbins Boat Repairs, they do everything as well. A good time of year to get that done. It's fiberglass gel coating, paint buffing. Look them up on Facebook or give them a call there on that phone number. And again, tell them that you heard about it here as well. As you can see, they're in the formerly
IGA and Hugo building.
Yeah, so go check them out there, 205 South Chamberlain Avenue, or give them a call and check them out on Facebook. All right, our first segment is Things to Do, brought to you by none other than Mr. John Evans and Evans Financial with his new camera shot. There he is.
Oh, I'm looking fuzzy.
Boom.
Now, some people might disagree. The head's looking pretty big right there. But I'm saying it's not normally that big. Other people would have another opinion. But right across from the park, what used to be the park still is the park, and a few other things we don't know yet what they are. We suspect, but we are afraid to say. And as always, you're getting those statements in the mail. And I had a client the other day thinking, she found something. Well, you've got this. No, I don't. It's a new statement. So even clients are finding new statements, and you don't know who the guy is that's got them, and you hadn't talked to him forever. Bring them by. I can probably handle them being independent, and we'll be able to make sure you stay on track with your investments.
Yeah, there's John's info. So go see him, have a cup of coffee just around the corner from Wilk Production Studios, where we record here. All right, things to do, which these are things to do this week. We have other interests coming up later, but this is stuff for planning this week. We have dates through, I think, September coming up soon, but our first one, as always, is They Be Jamming.
They're still jamming. They're always jamming at the Bradbury Community Club from 6 to 10 on Tuesdays.
Yeah, very awesome. And then Lake Tansy has their summer music series, and today
it's going to be Truly Clueless.
That's right. That was also going to be the name of this show. I was going to make it, but
it's true sometimes.
But sure. Check out Lake Tansy, and as you see, those events go through October. They be worshiping just down the street
every Wednesday at the Presbyterian Church there across from the middle school. They have adult Bible study at 7 on Wednesdays.
And also
their Sunday school is at 10 on Sunday, worship service at 11. Of course, the Wednesday adult Bible study, the Women's Association meets the second Thursday at 6:30, and the Love Kitchen meal and fellowship is the second and fourth Saturdays at 4.
Now, this is not your rowdy party, but this is probably a quiet little get-together.
From here to eternity, they will be collecting stamps at the Art Circle Library in Crossville, Tennessee, and you can learn about stamps and get your collection started, or go in and talk about your stamps.
Yeah, very cool. And we were talking summers here, and so are all the summer programs.
Yeah, this is a golf camp from Simple Life Church, 8 a.m. to 11:30 from the 3rd to the 5th.
Yeah, check that out. You can register at the number down below, and our good old Rockwood Library.
Yeah, they're killing it over there at the library. Yeah. We got story time at Wednesdays. It's starting at 10:30.
Yeah, and now it's the kickoff this week of their summer reading program.
Yep. They got a reading program on Sunday, and I tell you what, if you get your kids reading, And I can tell the change in Tom when he really picked up a book that he enjoyed the first time and he starts reading. Everything improves. Their math improves. Their spelling improves. Everything improves. So it's really important to get kids into breeding.
Yeah. So go out there and look. It's everything. They do pottery, painting, parties, yoga, zoo, ventriloquist, everything. So go check that out. Our friends at the Palace in Crossville have finally the summer movie series.
Yep. Wednesday they got the Elephant Man. And Thursday is Inside Out.
Yeah, so go check that out. Don't forget those are Central Time.
Yep.
And most of the tickets are $5. You can see on the bottom of that picture there. There's a couple that are different prices. I think it's just like Dirty Dancing or something. And then another movie night in Dayton.
Yeah, outdoor family movie night at the library in Dayton. The 25th they've got Dog Man.
Yeah, so go check that out.
Oh, excuse me, on the 5th. Did I say 25th?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Rewind
5th,
that.
yeah. Don't go on the 25th.
Don't go on the 25th.
Significant Dayton history. This is one everybody knows about. Wild Day.
And that shot right there, I mean, June 6th, Operation Overlord started D-Day, and we landed in Normandy, and the courage it took to stand there when the doors opened on that landing craft, knowing that the entire, well, not the entire German army, but a significant portion of them were right there on the other side of that beach shooting at you.
Yeah.
And the survivability was, I tell you what, your lifespan is pretty short.
Yeah.
And the courage it took, and we're still standing on the shoulders of those men that gave themselves to that day for our future.
Yeah.
You can't say enough about them.
Yeah, that's a big day. We always say freedom's not free, but that was a day that it took a lot of lives to win that. But so a very significant day in history. Also on the 6th, one of our many fishing tournaments.
Nokian Tires Summer Nights. It's every Friday in June they're gonna have music, food, and vendors.
Yeah, I forgot that one's actually not. That's just the Dayton's logo that they're using, but that is actually the Summer Nights, just like party.
Yeah, yep.
This is cool. This is in Spring City. I put the whole chart there, but 2 of them going on this week. But as you can see, multiple events. These are the 2 going on this week.
Yep, the Junction South on the 6th, and Painting Parties Plus with Rose Molly.
Yeah, and then I put the other ones. This is the following weekend, the 12th and 13th, bingo, and Matt Halsinger. Yeah, right. And then they got Hayden Lynn and also the Time Machine in concert the following weekend if you're making plans.
He plays the Elvis after he found carbohydrates.
That's right. That's right. Friday is always a big day. They ask you to help out the Rome County Paws. So if you can donate $5 or any amount on Friday, that helps them out a ton. And Shakespeare's in the park.
Shakespeare in the park over there at Rome County Park. No, it's at River Park in Harriman.
Yeah.
But bring you a chair, and they're going to have food trucks and stuff, and that's a Shakespeare thing.
Yeah.
And that's always been one of my favorites.
Shakespeare?
No, but Much Ado About Nothing.
Oh, yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if they did a movie of it, and if you imagine they have Keanu Reeves playing one of the characters.
Really?
And his voice coming through in one of the Shakespearean characters is kind of odd, but check
cool.
the movie out if you can. It's good.
Yeah, so go check that out. Bring your lawn chair. And then our many different farmers markets. This one in Oak Ridge.
Yep, and that is at Jackson Square on the 7th from 8 a.m. to 12.
And then back here at the riverfront again in Harriman.
In Harriman, their Saturday markets are from 8 a.m. to 11.
Yeah, and then this is one of our many bass tournaments.
12th Annual Roane County Bass Tournament, and it's a St. Jude tournament, so you know it's going to a good cause. And that is from, well,
At
it's on
Bunch,
the 7th.
yeah, I don't
it's
know.
coming from Bunch Marine. The entry fee is $100 per boat, and the tournament will be there in the city of Kingston at the park.
Yeah. So check out. You can get more info at Bunch Marine, I'm sure about that. And then a Jeep festival coming.
Yep. I don't know if they let our old beat up Jeep get in that, but
I'm sure they would.
But it's the Romer Jeep Festival, Swan Pond Sports Complex at the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary.
Yeah, Brushy Mountain's doing a lot. Another one coming up here in just a minute that I wish I could go to. And then this is another fishing tournament.
Yes, Chuck Kelch Memorial Tournament at the Dayton Boat Dock.
Yeah.
June 7th.
contact that address there for
County
more
Tourism.
info. Yeah, and then this is cool, the cruise in.
Beach Bass and Parade Cruise in at Graysville Park, and that's in Graysville.
Yeah. And there's that thing bigger in case you wanted to see all the stuff. There's a beach-themed parade, cruise-in arrivals, and the festival begins at 2, so check that out. And if you're into mudding...
Yep, the Muddin' on the Mountain Mudsling in Morgan County. That's at their fairgrounds, I believe, in Wartburg.
Yeah, check that out. Gates open at 3, and then back here in Kingston.
Yep, Kingston High School Golf Tournament at Lakeside Golf Course, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Get hold of Coach Neal if you want to play in that.
Yeah, and this is cool, a vendor market.
Yep, over at the Grove Center in Oak Ridge.
Yeah, and this one's cool. If you want to get out fishing, obviously you have to normally have a fishing license, but Saturday, June 7th, you don't have to have one.
In state parks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And now, I got a question. Does that include your trout stamp and stuff for the parks that have I would assume so.
I think so, because it didn't say anything about trout stamps or nothing. So I think you can just go fish that day.
That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. So enjoy that.
If you get caught without a trap stamp and a trout on your person, don't blame it on us.
No.
We're asking you to get a hold of the state parks.
Definitely go to that TennesseeStateParks.info for more info so that you don't get in trouble.
Yep.
Another farmer's market.
Yeah, at the Preserve, 2 p.m. to 4, and that's in Oak Ridge.
And this is this weekend. I love this lobster dogs. Oh, man.
I haven't gotten over there, but it sounds like something I would really like. The lobster dogs at Cofer's from 5 to 9 on the 7th.
Yeah, and then the splash party.
At brought to you by New Life Youth.
Yeah.
And that's in Herman. Is that going to be at the...
That's a church.
Riverfront Park? Oh, it's at the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says meet at church 3 o'clock. I don't know if that's New Life Church, I guess.
Yes.
But check that out. And actually, that wraps up the things to do this week, but stick around. We got more things to do in the upcoming weeks in our other interest segment, in case you're one of those people that plan way ahead. One of my favorite segments is we get to feature some local animals from the Roane County Animal Shelter, brought to you by Freedom Storage. Go check them out there back in the old Scanlon lumber building. Yeah, check them out. They are filling up, so you want to get out there
There's a few
fast.
slots left for, your bigger things like your RVs and your campers and big boats.
Yeah, indoor park storage, outdoor storage, you name it, they got it. But here we go. Here's our cool. Now, they are at capacity, last thing I saw, so I think they have all the adoption fees waived. So contact them at that number. And this is just a small sampling. It's sad to believe, but this is only a small sampling of what they have there right now.
Barney and Ophelia.
Yeah, and another Barney.
Another Barney and some yet to be named.
Yeah, a bunch of puppies they got there. There's, I think, the mama with the puppy on the left there.
And there's Maria.
Mm-hmm. Myra. And then there's a bunch of kitten babies to be named yet there.
Yes.
There's pile number 1. There's another pile there. Something must be the time of year for kittens. Because we even have...
Something's up with that middle one, though. All the rest of them look exactly the same.
Yeah, that one, yeah. And then here's...
Mason and Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
We got Bean and Chip.
Yeah.
We got Potato and Josie.
Little Potato.
We got Bubbles and Bruce. Bruce is chilling.
Yep, he's hanging out.
We got Maggie and Gus Gus.
Gus.
And Sebastian and Eric. They look related.
Yeah, probably so.
And Ariel and Stella.
Mm-hmm.
Stella's a cute one.
Mm-hmm. They're all cute.
Red and Tedder.
Look at that red. And then here's...
Noah's got a hold of that ball.
Mm-hmm. He's ready to play.
And Lilo.
And there's their normal adoption, which those prices are ridiculously low anyway. So get out there.
Stitch.
There's Stitch. And also go donate if you don't want an animal, to give a forever home to, go donate your time, go donate your money. You can get these on Amazon. They can use these.
Everything they need, you can get from Amazon, have it shipped directly there. You don't even have to go.
So their address is right there. Give them a call. And hey, tell them you heard about it here on Community News, and get you a pet. Now, our next segment is school news, which is brought to you by Bell's, or in the Bell's Shopping Center, we call it, next to Walmart. They got everything. They got household stuff, they got clothing, they got pet supplies, they got toys, they got everything. I mean, they even got luggage. Go in there, check it out, and they're probably hiring still too. So go down there and tell Madison you want a job. But normally we got Mrs. Clement's journalism class, which that's them there. But this week we have important information. This is the time of year where kids that normally go to school get their school lunches, and they can't now. So this is a cool way, and we actually had a viewer send in more information about this. We shared some of this last week, and again, we always mention it. If you want to share information with us, make sure you message us to us, because this one got put in the comment section. Madison luckily fell onto this one, but sometimes we don't see it in the comment section.
Yeah, especially if it's one that's been shared. So
yeah,
we see generally the comments that are on our page, but the shared ones, a lot of times we don't.
Yeah.
So Scott's right. If you want to make sure your notification gets out there, gets on the show, you want to message it.
Yeah, especially something like this. This is so important. I made it a little bit easier to read on this one, but these are all the different places that the Ethra bus stops, or you can go to Oak Ridge High School's Open Cafe, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30, or the Y in Oak Ridge feeds kids, and this is a cool thing. They have a 7-day meal pack you can pick up. You do have to register for that one. And I got a form that I'll show you in just a minute. Also, there's summer reading program freebies going on in Oak Ridge at all those locations, so you can see. Also, there's some more places that have free to all kids 18 and under. Multiple different meal pickup places, so check that out. Again, it's so important that the kids get fed.
Yep.
So if you see your location there, and then here's the form, and if you need it, we can send it to you for the Y, if you want to sign your kids up for that. But again, the Oak Ridge summer feeding program, that was all the information for that. I'm sure there are programs here locally as well.
Yep, and I think the Y one is the only thing you have to pre-register for. So
Yeah.
if you know of somebody whose kids need that, hey, take a screenshot of those times and locations, and something will be close to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, so again, so important that the kids get fed. They're usually used to getting school lunches, and so they don't have that. So it's so important. We'll try to find some more Roane County stuff like Rockwood and stuff, information as well. And if you have that, hey, just send it to us. We would love that. All right, now we're heading into other interests, which is things coming up in the upcoming weeks, brought to you by Six Little Teacups. It says Chattanooga. We call it way south Kingston. But you go down 58 from Kingston, it's on the right. You can't miss it. But she's always open. You can check out her hours, but she's got sweets readily available. So you can go in there and get you some cupcakes, cookies, or if you have a wedding or you need a birthday cake, a business party, you can have these little princess parties, and they're even having bridesmaids party. And the big thing now is tea. So if you want to have a tea party, go down there and check it out and tell her you heard about it here on Community News. All right, other interests, which is again things upcoming in the upcoming week, starting with Monday.
Monday is Main Street Monday. It's the second Monday of every month, right downtown in Rockwood, 5 to 8.
Yeah, that's a big one. And then Bible School, the Vacation Bible School.
Yep, that's at North Rockwood Baptist Church, and it's 6 p.m. to 8. The 9th through the 13th.
Yeah, register at that thing there on the bottom, and these are only twice monthly.
Yeah, but they have the farmers market at the Preserve in Oak Ridge.
Yeah, very awesome. And then this is apparently a big deal. The Peach Truck's coming, so get it while you can. Yeah, apparently it goes fast.
Yep, I bet they do. If you're traveling down south, we always stop and try to get some peaches and stuff because they're really good, but they're going to bring them to you.
Yeah. So check that out at the Rural King and Crossville. Don't forget Central Times on that.
And Spring City has their farmers market on the 14th and the 28th of June, 8 a.m. to 12.
Yeah, check that out. This is going to be a big one. I wish I could be off for this. That was one of the best concerts I ever saw, was Clint Black.
Yep. He's going to be...
live at Brushy.
Yeah. They're doing a lot with Brushy.
Yeah, that Brushy Mountain. They even got a moonshine place there now. Yeah. It's really cool. But go to tourbrushy.com, get info on this. This is another one that was shared from a viewer. The VFW's got a Bikers for Veterans.
Yeah, and that is Harriman's VFW. post 65-98, I think it's in Harriman.
I think so.
And but yeah, Bikers for Veterans on the 14th.
Yeah, check that out. They got another event coming up later in the program.
Dinosaur Fun, Sunbright City Park on the 16th.
Check that out. Koffers, I can't believe this.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've been there 2 years, but apparently they have.
Yeah.
Their 2-year anniversary on the 19th.
It was a fast 2 years if it was, because wow, it went by. But go check that out. All kinds of things there you can see. And then Summer Nights in Harriman kicks off.
With Aaron Carter on the 19th.
Yeah, very awesome. This is also a part of Summer Nights on the 20th. It's a movie. You get a free family movie and food trucks. I'm sure they'll announce what the movie is as we get closer.
Take a chair.
Yeah, this one's cool.
Community-wide yard sale in Harriman on the 21st.
Yeah, very cool. $10 to sign up for that. That's a good smelling festival right there.
The Lavender Festival in Jackson Square in Oak Ridge. Celebrate herbs.
Yeah, and then the Babahatchies are back.
Yep, they're going to be there on the 22nd at Movies in the Park.
Yeah, check that out. And then this is an annual one.
Yep, it's Dennis Ferguson's. It used to be a fishing rodeo. Now it's a community picnic. But that's going to be on June 26th.
So go check that out. This is the other VFW fundraiser we were talking about on the 28th.
They're having a fish fry on Saturday the 28th.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And then a Beach Boys tribute.
Yeah, that's going to be at the Grove in Fairfield Glade on the main stage on the 28th.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Shake the Lake is a big one.
June 28th down in Spring City at their Veterans Park.
And these next two slides are both related, but it's this huge Motor Madness market, and this is in Wartburg.
Yep, on the 12th.
Yeah, and they've got Motor Madness, and then there's a sign up if you want to be a vendor. And again, if you need any of this information, just shoot us a message. And the Willard Festival.
Yeah, the Willard Festival. I don't know if Willard's in attendance this year.
Is that Willard?
That appears to be Willard. But it's the Bigfoot Festival at the Kingston American Legion.
Yeah, and those are always fun.
Yeah.
Hooray for Harriman again. 37th, wow.
Yeah, but that's downtown Harriman on the September 1st.
Yeah, check it out. This is cool in Dayton.
I might want to go to this Wings on Display World War II Airport Day at the airport down there in Dayton, and that's on the 6th.
Yeah, 20 aircraft flying and over 30 on the ground that you can just like go up and touch. It's going to be cool. This is Rat on the Mountain.
And that is it's a 10th annual one of those, and that's on September 13th.
Yeah, Cumberland County Fairgrounds. And then wrapping it up.
I always go to this one. I love it. On the 27th of September, the Upper Cumberland Apple Festival. We go every year, and it's always great.
Yeah, very awesome. And again, don't forget, if you have an event, no event is too big or too small, or any information, even the local school lunch information, send that to us, and John will tell you how.
Yeah, you can email us at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. But as always, the safest, quickest, most cost-effective method of getting a hold of us is to message us directly on Facebook.
Yeah, and don't forget, we are also on these other platforms. So don't forget to follow us, get us up to double digits on some of these.
Oh, and if you've hung out with us this long and you're seeing this slide, hey, get out there and be our 10th follower on X.
Right.
We've been stuck at 9 for a while. But I know we get a lot of views on X, but nobody's following us. So get out there and make us happy and get us to double digits.
Yeah, you hear the music in the background. That's my Ukrainian friends, Uzori. It's a Ukrainian folk band. Still out there fighting for their lives in Ukraine, so our thoughts and prayers go out to them as always. But another week in the books.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Check us out on the other platforms. But we appreciate you watching. So from all of us here at Community News, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans. That's not Howard.
That's not Howard. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.